HarperCollins presents Wild Moon Rising by Jenny Knight, read by Zara Ramm. Prologue. September. Harvest Moon. Something had got right into her today, perhaps the excitement of signing a contract, making it all official, or the fear of that, or perhaps simply as straightforward as a harvest moon, due to sear the earth tonight so intensely it made global news. She never slept well before a full moon, never had. Even more of a relief then to leave the diesel stifle of city, drive the half hour through soft waves of field, to the isolated pocket of one she'd been living in not long from now. The heat sat lighter out here, as if balanced by the weary tinge of the hedgerows, the trees beginning to blush at autumn, though it pleased her to see gold still prickle a few fields. The artist in her stirred, the same way a child raises a drowsy head to ask, "Are we there yet?" The last time she lived in Suffolk she was 18, more than old enough now to be that girl's mother, share little but a flash of familial resemblance. Still, at least it made sense of that shock in town, about to apologise to the older woman glaring at her as they narrowly avoided collision. The jolt of pure horror in understanding she was about to sorry a mirror. But whatever, here she was, there yet. She felt her gut flutter as she got out of the car, another reminder, this time of leaving all those years ago, how excitement and fear share the same gene pool. With no keys yet, she could only peer through the dark little windows at the front of the tiny cottage, into rooms that even from outside she could feel echo with emptiness. But everything here was empty. The vast and unfeasibly clear sky. The road that was more of a lane. Even the ancient Suffolk house looming and listing to her right seemed vacant, paint peeling at its sills in fat blisters, a few arterial cracks on the pale render over a door devoid, she was surprised to note, of the obligatory chocolate box roses. She couldn't help thinking it made that house look naked somehow. Empty or not, she felt oddly self-conscious too. She lifted the latch on the dusty wrought iron gate that led to the back, where at least she could snoop to her heart's content, and check out the garden she'd seen only once, and then in the full throes of a late summer storm. More trees than she remembered, some sort of hedge attempting to salvage the field behind it. A lot of what? She didn't do gardens. Plant stuff, then. Shrubby stuff, fieldy stuff, garlands of those sticky green balls that draped like cobwebs everywhere, and which she remembered picking endlessly off her white ankle socks as a child. And so quiet. She stood, eyes closed, listening to the gentle shush of summer-tired leaves. A rich scent drifted past, unmistakably a rose, and she opened her eyes again, scanning the few leggy blooms. A cabbage of deep red-black, sensual as velvet, caught her eye, and she dodged a thistle her height to stick her face into it, only to find what her grandmother would have called almost no trousers. There was another as she straightened, taller, smattered with white-pink petals so thin she thought of the diaphanous dresses of Golden Age film stars. She smiled at herself for that. She and her easel, as dusted shut as that gate, had spent too long out of one another's company. What, she wondered with another of those strange, shivering thrills, would come out of her in all this silence, this space, after all these years? A little disappointing to find most of the rows spindly and peppered to the core with beetles, the whole thing clinging to a tree in such a way that if it, too, were a film star, this one would be wrinkle-sagged and trying to stop mascara clumping in the crinkles of its eyes. Yet it was also this giving out that magnificent, proper, old-style perfume. There was a honeysuckle, too, she saw now, sprawling on an old wooden pergola near an oil tank further up. A possible wisteria. Blots of red, black, green on a scribble of bramble opposite. A little cluster of small storybook apple trees. She had a vision of a potential future her, tanned, smiling, head-scarved, brown curls made blonde by sun, clothes
Sample complete. Ready to continue?